Hello everyone, welcome back to this YouTube channel. If you didn't subscribe, do it now so that you will not miss my next videos. So today we are going to learn how to create two different lists. As you can see here, we are going to do something like that at the end of our tutorial. The first list will be something like that or even with more items, and the second list too. But the difference here is those checks boxes, and here we have radio buttons. We're going to learn how to create checks boxes and radio buttons in a list so that we can choose what we want to choose. Let's get started. So I'm going to run this and we're going to build it from scratch here. Right now we have this HTML and we are going to build those two lists using this HTML only. Here we go. First of all, here between body tags, we're going to create form tags. So inside form tags, we are going to create a different element called field. Here we go. Or let's say field set is okay. Let's go with this field set, and inside it we are going to have more different items too, like the childs of this field set. First, let's say the title for this list. Let's say H1, and we can give a title for this, or for the header, sorry. So we can write something like list of items, for example. List of items here, and down here the second child of this field set can be, let's say, legend, for example. Legend. Here we go. We can write here like the subtitle or after the header what we want to bring out. So we can write choose all the vegetables you would like to eat, for example. Choose all the vegetables you would like to eat. Isn't that nice? You have to choose in a list different vegetables you would like to eat. That's cool. So let's now continue. We need something called an ordered list element tag, like this UL. And inside this UL, we're going to have our different items, like list item here. In our first list item, we are going to have a label element. So let's write label here, and we have to give the name of our label. What do we want, for example? Let's say if we want cabbage, for example. Cabbage. That's also is not bad. We can have cabbage. And we need an input after the label element here. Let's say input here. And this label is going to have an attribute called for. Let's say like this, for, and we give this attribute a value. Like what do we are going to write this same name, cabbage. Cabbage here, and the input here is also going to have some different attributes. So we can write first attribute for this cabbage here, we can write type. So inside the type is here the magic is going to happen. What do we want? Do we want a checkbox? Yes. Let's write it. Checkbox like this. And how about the second attribute? What can we give an attribute? Here we can give an ID attribute, and we can give the same name cabbage here, and let's say if we want a name for the name attribute here, what we can give it is a vegetable. Say vegetable, and what kind of value do we want to bring out, or do we want to print out? We can have value attribute and the name cabbage. That's the value here, cabbage. Let's save it and see what's going on here. Yes, now we have a list over here, and we can change this header to put it up. For that, we can come here and select this header, cut it from here, we put it above field set, like down here, and save, reload here. Now it's looking better, and we have here an item called cabbage, and it has this checkbox. We can check it and uncheck it as we want. So right now we can add as many lists here as we want. So for that we just need to copy here and change the names. Just need to copy this list item here. Let's come down here. Can choose maybe 3. Yes. So we can give different names for those items here. Let's say here carrots. And change the name here to carrot. Not plural here, or we can leave it in a plural as we want here, and we can copy this and come down here, see how many carrots name we have to change. Yes, and down here we can choose a different vegetable, like let's say broccoli. I think you like broccoli. Yes, so let's come here and also fill this part with broccoli, and we can copy also this, come down here, replace the word cabbage. Yes, and we can save it. We can reload right now and see what's going on. Yes, now we have 3 different items with those checkboxes. As you can see, you can choose all of them. You can also unchoose all of them, like you check them or you uncheck them. And that is how we create a checkbox in an item list, for example. So right now we are going to change this background color to different color. Let's say selector HTML, here curly braces, background color, let's see which one is good for this. Say azure, we save it, we come here, we reload. It's a little bit bright. Let's see gray, for example. Yes, maybe better. And right now we're going to create a different list so that we will have different way of selecting, because we have right now a checkbox. Those are checkbox. Those checkboxes come from this type attribute here: checkbox, checkbox, and checkbox. So next we're going to let's make a different here, a different list, and we can also do almost the same beginning like this one. Let's say header for the second list h2, yes, and let's give a name, second list of items, for example. Second list of items, yes. Down here, field set element tag. Here we go. And inside it, we have legend element tag. And we can give a name here. Like for the list, we label it from there. Can say, for example, what is your favorite meal, or what is your favorite food? What is your favorite food, or let's say meal? Yes. So down here we are going to create also an ordered list like UL, and inside this part we're going to have the list items. First we have the list item li, and inside the list item we're going to have a label element. Label, we give a name for this list, for this item. We can say, for example, soup. Let's say soup. Yes. So soup is not bad too. We can keep it and have an attribute here for soup, for soup. And down here we need the input element. Input. We are going to have our different attribute for this item. Let's say type here. Now we have radio. That's the value of our attribute type. And let's say the ID here, we give it a name soup, and name attribute, we have, for example, meal here. We can give it a meal, and the value attribute here, soup. Yes, we can save this one and check it. Now we have this item in the second list. We can check it, we can uncheck it. So right now we need to have more items so that we can check one of those items. Here we just need to check one, not all, not like this one. Here we can choose all of them, but here in the meal we just need one meal. So we will just select one meal through this radio button. Right now we are going to have many meals here. Let's come down, save like this, and we can change here. Let's say the second meal we have pizza. I think you like it very well. It's so delicious sometimes. And here pizza. Yeah. Small case pizza. We can copy this and replace here and there pizza. And here we can also choose a different meal. Let's say, for example, tacos. And right now we have to change also those attributes. Tacos, and we change soup to tacos. Yes. Let's save it and come here and check what's going on. Here we go. We have now 3 different meals to choose. We can choose the pizza, we can choose taco, but here is not like this. Here we can choose cabbage or unselect them. We can select all or unselect all. Here we need to choose one. If we need by default one of these to be selected whenever we reload, we can come here and add an attribute called check or checked. Let's say here we add the attribute called checked. Anytime we come here, we reload, it will choose this as a default. Let's reload here. Let's come back here. No, it's not going well. Let me choose this from here and try to reload it here. Change this to a new one. Yes, as you can see, now we have this one by default. As you can see, we can also move this one from here to there or from anywhere else. Same like this. We can also here add checked as a default so that anytime we reload, this one will be checked. So you will be able to uncheck it too. And we can add some little bit of styling to change this layout here. Let's come here, for example, let's take this field set selector and inside the curly braces, let's say width, for example, 200 or 250 pixels and save it. see if it's going correctly. Yeah, we can add, we can say 300 pixels. Yes, now it's better. We can also change those, the border radius here. We can add here border radius down here, let's say to 15 pixels px, and save it. That's looking better. Those are the lists we have to do. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and from here you can subscribe, and don't also, so that you will not miss the next videos I will publish. See you next time. Enjoy. Bye.